All right, I work 4 hours every day and I make 30K per month. And this is exactly how you guys can do this. I'm literally going to be handing you a product to go do live streams with on TikTok Shop and make a ton of money, 30K per month or more. Getting to 10K per month is a joke. It's absolutely possible. And then 30, 50, I mean, I've even done 100K profit month in November. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do this. First, I just want to encourage you for clicking on this video. There are so many young guys who want to make money online, but the thought of putting in 4 hours a day is like crazy. Like that's, whoa, I got to work that much. So you are beating most people already that you have diligence and discipline to work hard. You're going to go very far just from that. You're going to beat out the majority of the crowd. So what TikTok Shop is, if you're not familiar, it's like an Amazon marketplace on TikTok where you can buy products directly from people's videos or live streams. So you would be making a video or going live. Here I am going live, selling a product. And every single time that somebody buys what you're selling, you make a commission on that product. So for instance, product's $100 and the company gives out 20% commission. That means that you make $20 straight to the bank account. There's no managing other people. There's no product management. There's no supply chain. If you've done like drop shipping or something in the past, there's no customer service. There's none of that. It's literally you make a video or go live on your phone, and when somebody buys, boom, money to the bank just a few days later. Crazy. Which is amazing. And how much you make is dependent upon your product selection, how well the product is converting, and how well your content performs, how well you are selling. So if you're thinking to yourself, why can I do this? I don't have a following. First of all, quick. TikTok sends it out to 99% of the For You page, not your following. I have no experience. You don't need any. People are buying from people, not brands. I'm not special. That's the whole point, guys. I'm not interesting. Who's going to listen to me, guys? These self-limiting beliefs are actually a superpower with TikTok Shop. People are buying from people and they want authenticity. They're done with these high production ads that is just clearly they're being sold to. They want to hear a review and a testimony of how somebody's liking the product, just like you and me, just like the average person. So anyone can absolutely get to 10K per month with this. Even my dad did. He got to his first 10K per month in his first month, and he's 56 years old. Thousands of people are doing this because they're selling with authenticity, and through that, they can get to 5 figures a month with TikTok Shop. But one thing I just want to talk about, and just hold with me for a second, we're about to get right into it, is the mental framework on how you approach this. You are where you are today because of the culmination of everything, every action that you've ever done in your life. And maybe you've been working really hard, but you might just not have been on the right path, the right funnel in order to get to where you want to be. So just know you are where you are right now because of every action that you've ever taken. And so if you're thinking to yourself, well, what if my mom says, my dad wants me to get this job, my best friend, he's going to think, these people, high school, college, whatever it is, you have to get that out of your mind. And if where you want to get in life is because of the actions that you take and the opinions of other people are preventing you from taking those actions, you are owned by other people and you can't go where you want to go in life. So picture yourself right now. You can close your eyes. Picture yourself right now that there's two paths of you. Both are 6 months down the line. One version of you is where you listen to everybody else, the opinions of other people, and you operated out of the fear of man, and you didn't listen to you listened to those people and you didn't take any action. The second version of yourself is 6 months from now with financial freedom, time freedom, location freedom, living the life that you want to live, and operating passionately every single day. And that was because you operated out of faith, not the fear of man, and you were operating in the vision that God put in your heart, the dreams that you want, the visions that you have for yourself. So that's the only difference between those two versions of yourself is actually doing it. So so many people, I want to do this, I think I'll do this. Like even watching a YouTube video like this is amazing, but we can really just check the dopamine box of I just want to watch the next YouTube video. I'm telling you, everything I'm giving you right now is going to set you up to make 30K per month. There's only one difference is if you actually, after this video, go and do the thing. You are truly one video away from changing your life or one live stream away from changing the trajectory of your entire life. How you start this is by getting a TikTok Shop account, and it needs to have 5,000 followers. You can either grow this yourself, but it might take weeks, even a month or more, or you can buy them. You can literally buy them. They're a few $100, and they're organically grown in the United States. We're going to be talking about live streams in this video on how exactly you guys can get to 30K per month, and how even just 5 figures as a whole, month over month over month. We're going to be doing that with consistency with live streams, because although we've done over 100 million views with videos, the thing is, with those, 90% of the money that you make in a given month is from one video. And there's a lot of pressure. I got to get that next viral video. But rather having a consistent amount of income day after day that you can rely on, that is what you can do with live streams. So imagine that there are hundreds of people coming into a live stream that you're selling a product at a given time, and TikTok makes 7% on every single sale. So this is super warm traffic. They're using these videos as a bottom of funnel. So if you're not familiar with top of funnel, bottom of funnel, what it means is, if I'm selling this light, for instance, right here, that means that every single person who has coming into my live stream, they've probably already watched a video, liked it, engaged with it. Maybe they even have it in their cart, or they've bought one in the past. And so TikTok wants to send that warm traffic that's highly likely to purchase into my live stream. And I'm just telling them, hey guys, buy it now. It's on this crazy deal. And I'm marketing to them with urgency that they need to do it right now, not tomorrow. Hey, I'm going to be live tomorrow too. No, right now. Scarcity. There's a limited supply. And social proof, whether it's the reviews, testimonials of people that are coming into the live stream that are other people who have bought it before. And you want to be selling products that are either great impulse purchases or can be demoed, and you can show the perceived value of the product in the live stream. That you're not just saying, yeah, it's a great lamp, you know, it turns on, it turns off, right? No, you want an easy to buy impulse purchase product, or you can really demo the product to show its perceived value, because you got to remember, people are clicking on the app to get dopamine, and now you're selling to them. And those are the type of products that sell and do really well. And TikTok disperses the amount of viewers that you get via your ability to make money and how long you go live. So if you're a really good salesperson, but you only go 1 hour, you might not get too many viewers. If you are a really good salesperson, you go for a long time, you're going to get a lot of viewers. Or vice versa, if you're going a lot of time, but you're a terrible salesperson, you're not going to get much. So the script includes of the product features of the product, explaining how you can use it, why it's amazing, why it's different than other products, etc. Frequently asked questions, urgency, scarcity, and social proof. Like I said, those 3 pillars are essential. And social proof, and driving people to purchase. So driving people to purchase is great. You can tell people all you want about the product, but if you don't actually tell them to buy, guys, you have to remember, like, these people might be like, I don't want to say zombies. It might sound harsh, but they're literally clicking onto their phone to just doom scroll for hours on end. You need to wake them up. You literally need to tell them to buy. And through that formula for live selling, you can see me right here selling. That's how we did a $36,000 profit week. So the opportunity is insane, but you need to have phenomenal product research in order to do so. You guys can see right here the viewers coming in, 656 viewers. That's how we did 300K just from live streams alone, and that is because of one thing, and that is product research. This is what allowed us to do multiple 10K profit days. Most people are selling top-selling products on TikTok, which are super saturated, and they're fighting for a super small piece of the pie. Instead, we use a software called CaloData. It's very well known on both videos and live streams to find upcoming, high-converting, and long-term products that you're the first mover on to dominate the market. So let's do some product research so I can show you how I can get you a 30K per month live streaming product. And I'll literally put on a beautiful gold, silver, whatever plate, a 360K salary with TikTok Shop live streams. So as you can see right now, I'm on CaloData right here under the live stream section. This is all of the data being pulled from TikTok. I'm under yesterday. I'm going to try to find a trending upcoming product that I see some promise in that myself could authentically sell. So I'll do a little bit of searching and let's see what we can find. Okay, so I already found this one right here. And it's this ice maker right now. So usually I tell people to just live stream one product. But this is actually an interesting example where the person's actually selling two, one which is a cheaper option and one which is a more expensive option. So rather than looking at the product listing itself, we're going to go and look at the person who is doing it. And we see that they're doing pretty consistently. This is something that we want to see. We want to be looking for consistency, but the highest hourly that they're doing, like you can see all these live streams in the last 7 days, is 3 hours, right? Usually it's between like now this is 250 anywhere, but it's usually like an hour and a half, like 27 minutes, an hour and a half to 2.5 hours, right? So if you came in and doing 4 hours on this every single day, you would take their viewership. And how it would work is because TikTok makes 7% on every single sale, if you show up selling just as good as them, but you put in more time, you're going to be making TikTok more money. So within about a week of time, you will gain this person's viewership, literally stealing their salary by making TikTok more money. So how we can see how much we're going to make is these revenue numbers right here. So since we're doing 4 hours, we're going to go look on the higher end of things, right? People get very emotional when they don't have a good hourly rate and they hop off really quick. You can't have a personal relationship with TikTok. You need to have a business relationship with TikTok. Despite how many viewers you're going to get, that you show up every single day and put in X amount of hours. TikTok is looking for consistency, not your personality. So right here, up top here, I have the calculator. They did 5,700, and this was yesterday, by the way. I can show you yesterday. They did this yesterday, 5,700, and the commission, I'll show you as well, on the app for that product for TikTok Shop is $12 per sale. Oopsies. $12 per sale or 8% commission. So we'll multiply this by 0.08. Boom. So that's the total amount that they made in that given live stream that they did 3 hours in. So we want to find the hourly rate. But if we show up putting in an hourly rate, wow, there's a beautiful hummingbird right next to me. Oh, that's crazy. If we show up doing 4 hours every day, multiply this hourly by 4 hours, we can see right here that we bring this in at a low level, right? No negotiations aside, which off the rip, if I came in on this product and went live for it for 4 hours a day for a week straight, I could be pulling in $608 a day, which is crazy. That is almost $20,000, I believe, right? Yeah. So 666 is 20K, but we want to get to 30K. 20K, I know most people would take a little $250,000 salary. That sounds amazing. I shouldn't call that little whatsoever. Let me show you some other ways that we would scale this to get to 30K per month. Okay, so once we're at 18K, right, how do we want to scale that to 30K per month? So we can't do that maybe immediately, but a few weeks in, we built this relationship with this company saying, hey, I brought you in, 8% commission. On the flip side of that, tens of thousands of dollars, if not $100,000 in a month from revenue, just you selling. And that is a really good relationship to build with a company. If I were a company, if you had a company and somebody's bringing you 6 figures a month or even 50K a month, I'd be like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. I need to keep this person. And so we want to start negotiating with the company and talking to them about different ways that you could get more money. Maybe it's an incentive if you do X amount of hours. Maybe it's a monthly revenue goal, a weekly revenue goal, or it could just be, and this is the first one I would push you to do, is negotiating for higher commission. Just because a company sets a commission at a specific price doesn't mean you need to keep it at that. And especially when you have a fairly low amongst TikTok Shop standards, 8% commission on this ice maker product, that right there is an incredible opportunity to scale that up to at least get it to 12%. And I think 15% would take us to that, or 13%? Yeah, would take us to that 30K per month. But I definitely think you can get even double your commission on this, going from 8% commission to 16% commission. It is absolutely on the table. Your dream life is far more attainable than you think. The only thing getting in the way is you. So that may come across harsh. I'll say this time and time again, but this is all very much possible if you start and actually do the thing. You can watch these videos, you can talk with friends, you can say you're going to do something, but just actually go and do it after this. I have this on the table for you, this product. I'm not going to be taking it. I literally just gave you a 30K per month product. You can go ahead and do it. You just need to be authentic when you're selling. Real people buy from real people. Remember that. And just talk to them like they're your friend across the phone. And another step that you guys can do for scaling is invest in a mentor. This is something that Noah and I have done many times, and I highly recommend doing it. God has divine timing and a perfect plan with His timing. But what you guys can do is by investing in a mentor. For instance, we've done TikTok Shop for a year and a half. Instead of having to do that all yourself, you can literally gain all that year and a half of information in the span of a couple months. So, whether this is in fitness, whether this is in a life coach, whoever it may be, and you can do it for TikTok Shop too, I highly recommend doing this. And this is a way that you can absolutely scale with TikTok Shop affiliates. If this is something that you're interested in, Noah and I have helped dozens of people get to 10K per month and beyond, even people to 30K per month. Just like my dad was talking about earlier in the video. But if that sounds of interest to you, we're going to be working with 10 people doing one-on-one in-depth coaching where we are single-handedly scaling you far faster than you could yourself, doing product research for you. There will be a link in the description to apply to have one of those 10 spots. But God bless you guys. Appreciate you watching the full video if you made it to the end, and subscribe for more daily videos. God bless you.